When The Young and the Restless cast Mark Grossman as Adam Newman, he got a whole lot more than a part. He inherited a character with years and years worth of colorful history, as well as ties to the CBS soap's most prominent family. An awful lot of pressure came with the gig too. Considering Adam's significance to the canvas, Grossman had to get it right, a task made all the trickier by the fact that The Young and the Restless works on such a tight schedule that it can be tough for a newbie to even catch his breath. It really was hard for me to form my own opinion of who Adam was in the beginning. His portrayer tells Soaps.com. I was just trying to get on the train and learn how things worked on such a fast-moving show. Over time, he adds, I was able to settle into the role and try to shape who I think this character is. Certainly, Grossman can consider that mission accomplished. He's managed to find and walk the fine line that allows Adam to maintain his dangerous edge while at the same time being someone for whom we can root. How'd he pull it off? Regardless of what's written, he offers, I'm always trying to stay true to who the character is at his core. That means finding Adam's humanity, even when he goes so very dark that he's contemplating detonating explosives at Newman Towers. It doesn't bother Grossman that his alter ego has a villainous streak. If anything, it affords him more freedom. As an actor, that allows you to really open things up and try to drill down on the motivation of why he did what he did. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. At Society, Phyllis listens as Sally worries to Billy about him getting involved with Dumas. He tells her if he wants Chancellor, he has no problem helping him get it. Sally questions him being so selfless. Billy says he gets to watch Victor lose for once. Sally warns they have enough on their plates with Abbott Communications. Billy is sure Dumas will do more for him than send a fruit basket. Sally points out Victor won't appreciate it. Billy says neither will Jill, he's ok with that. Phyllis suddenly pops out and says, it is the woman who stole my job and the man who let her do it. Billy and Sally try to leave, but Phyllis has something to say. He guesses she'll say she's a phoenix and has risen. He knows she'll come after him, but wants her to leave Sally alone. Phyllis insists she's moved on. She's found a new teammate and will be working with her son. Phyllis asks if Billy really thinks he did her a favor by yanking her job out from under her. She's over Abbott Communications and Destiny has pointed her in a new direction. She wishes them luck. They'll need it. Phyllis then warns Sally she's not off the hook. Billy and Sally walk to the bar to get their dessert to go, and Phyllis covers Billy's phone, left on the table, with a napkin. Turning back to the table, Sally tells Phyllis she didn't go after her job. Phyllis disagrees. Sally says Billy pitched to her and she accepted his offer. She doesn't have to threaten her. Phyllis denies she did that and warns she'd better get a thicker skin if she's going to play in the big leagues. Of course, she won't get that chance at Abbott Communications. She hopes the crash and burn won't hurt too much. Sally turns back to Billy. Phyllis swipes his phone from under the napkin and exits. At Newman Media, Chelsea tells Adam she got so excited about the idea of working with him, she forgot this is Victor's company. Adam says there's wiggle room, but Chelsea finds it hard to imagine. Adam thinks it sounds like she's backing out. Chelsea wants to focus on mental health and wants to make a positive impact. Adam needs her to help him see the bigger picture. Together, they can do great things. Chelsea is proud he's grown so much, but she thinks Victor still controls him. Adam denies it, but she doesn't buy it. Adam argues that he's following his own opinion now. Chelsea is still unconvinced. Adam will prove it every day, but he can't do that if she's not there. Chelsea agrees to stay. but if he starts playing games, she will walk. I don't want to watch you do Victor's bidding, not against Billy or anyone. Adam vows he won't let her down. Lily meets Damien in the jazz lounge, and he thanks her for coming. He admits he chose this place because he's comfortable here. He wishes he'd had the honor of knowing Neil Winters. It also makes him think of her, so it's perfect. Lily teases about the charm and flattery he throws around and asks where he is on her offer. Damien says he spoke to Holden, but the decision was all his. His father taught him a man has to own his choices. He has a question for her first. What is your plan, Lily? For me? Damien wants to know why she wants him at Winters. You're scheming here, aren't you? He's made his decision, but her answer could change it. They banter until Damien prompts Lily to answer his question. She confirms Devon and Nate are involved, and this offer is real. She wants him to work at Winters for his experience and contacts, and to have a chat with Aristotle Dumas. Damien chuckles. He won't be up for that if he abandons him. Lily says he won't be. He'll tell Dumas he doesn't trust this new messy family of his, and that he's jumping ship to share their business secrets. She wants it to look like he's spying on them. That way, he can get inside information if he plans on making a move on Winters. Dumas will have to tell him what intel he needs, and what he plans on doing with it. That will give them an idea what his endgame is. Damien muses that he'd essentially be a double agent. Lily pleads for his loyalty and trust. Are you in? Damien warns playing spy could put him in the middle of a hostile takeover. Lily says there wouldn't be one if they play this right. Damien argues this puts a target on his back and reminds her she didn't trust him for the longest time. The faith she's claiming she has in him seems risky. Lily reminds him if he backstabs. Lily thinks Jackson would be disappointed if Damien turned his back on them. She also thinks he wants to impress her. Damien muses, that is some confidence, sweetheart. Lily shrugs, am I wrong? Damien chuckles that Lily sees right through him. Lily asks if she's right. He won't expose her plan to Dumas. Damien confirms he won't and teases her about not playing modest. She prods, will you accept my offer to be a double agent? Damien says she has a deal, subject to a proper job description and compensation. Lily confirms. Damien says, then yes, consider me yours. They shake on it. Lily wants to move quickly and suggests they all meet tomorrow. She explains why she was transparent with Devon and Nate. They toast to Neil, whom Damien calls his new favorite person. Lily thinks he has good taste and solid judgment. Damien asks if Nate knows how she plans to use him. Lily asks, you feel used? Damien's impressed that she cares about his feelings. Lily admits Nate has concerns and suggests they talk. Damien teases about getting an office close to hers so he can pass her top secret information. She promises he won't regret coming on board. They joke about it being dangerous. He says it's a good thing he'll have her to protect him. They toast. Chelsea and Adam walk into the club, and her face falls when they spot Victor at the bar. They go over and exchange pleasantries. Victor asks to speak to Adam privately. Chelsea goes to a table, and Adam tells his father, if this is about Billy. Victor says it is. He wants Billy undermined in the press and orders Adam to go along with his plan. If Chelsea has a problem with it, Adam better smooth it out. Adam wants to pick this up later, but Victor wants his assurances that he'll follow through with his plan against Billy. He tells him to get the story ready, but not to publish it until he gives him the go-ahead. Now, you have a good time with Chelsea. Adam walks off, stewing. Chelsea notes how intense Adam looks after the conversation with his father. Adam tells her Victor's being an overbearing tycoon, but he doesn't want to discuss it. Chelsea wants to know what he said. Does Victor still want him to go after Billy? Adam says that order has been put on hold for now. He promises he'll handle this. Chelsea replies, all right then. Adam looks over at Victor with concern. talk turns to Connor and family. They're about to kiss when Victor shows up wanting to toast to Chelsea joining Newman Media. He asks if there will be an engagement announcement soon. Chelsea and Adam stammer. Victor reminds them family means loyalty and trust. Chelsea adds, and integrity. They toast and Victor walks off. In the park, Phyllis easily guesses Billy's phone password, which is not so hidden now. Are you Mr. Dumas? She copies the phone number into her contacts. Exiting society, Sally tells Billy that Phyllis is far from harmless. Billy thinks she's the least of their worries. He warns Victor's going to start spewing mud, and she's directly in the splash zone. Sally has been there before and is sure Adam won't sink that low. Billy says Victor will. She needs to be prepared. Sally's ready and warns they will have a fight on their hands. Billy likes the sound of that. They kiss. At the club, Chelsea asks Adam, "Please tell me I'm not making a deal with the devil." Adam will make sure things work out with his father. He will handle him. Newman Media is theirs to run. They kiss, as at the door, Phyllis walks in and passes Victor on his way out. She muses, "Victor, just the man I want to see." He raises an eyebrow. "I'll be damned. Why is that?" She asks if he cares to join her. Phyllis purrs, "Because I have a proposition to run by you." He muses, "Really? The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates tease Cole Howard was taken to the doctor at Genoa City Memorial Hospital, and nothing's been heard since. Did the CBS soap drop the ball on Cole's possibly serious illness storyline? Not even Victoria Newman has said a word. It's like life is going on without Cole. It's understandable that J. Eddie Peck's appearances on the CBS soap may sometimes be sporadic since Cole is a recurring character in real life. Like Cole, J. Eddie is a professor. He returned to acting after many years and took a sabbatical to do so when the Baby Eve storyline started. But it really seems strange that the show would have him return from Europe with serious COVID-like symptoms, and no one talk about what happened. April 29 is when Cole was taken to the hospital, and Victoria did mention he was sick on May 6 when she and Nick Newman talked and self-isolating at the club. She said Cole's tests at the hospital didn't show anything, but since then, everyone has gone on with their lives and Cole hasn't been mentioned. Cole's mysterious symptoms showed up after he returned from Europe, and they were serious enough he moved out of the tack house where he lives with Victoria and Claire Newman. It is well into May sweeps, and one would think that there would be more drama surrounding his mystery illness. But instead, Victor Newman is victoring, and Claire's preparing to cohabit. Nothing has been said about Cole or his illness since May 6, and his daughter and baby mama haven't said any more about him. Claire's moving in with Kyle Abbott and Victor trying to break them up should be something her father should have some input on. Has the show dropped the ball on Cole and his illness? Even if J. Eddie has had to return to his teaching, they could have come up with something better. A serious off-screen illness lends no drama to the show, and nothing in upcoming spoilers has a mention of Cole Howard when Victor is seriously messing with his daughter's love life. A long-running soap on another network famously, or perhaps infamously, had a major character go to the mailbox to never return. That was Days of Our Lives. Will Cole wind up like Duel's Don Craig going to mail tax returns and never emerge from his Genoa City Athletic Club suite? Or will the show pick up the story and give Cole and Victoria remarriage fans some resolution and hope? The Young and the Restless Judith Chapman got quite a shock on May. Sadly, BS like this is becoming more and more common. Just a couple of months ago, Chapman's Young and Restless co-star Beth Maitland had to take to social media to say that no, she hadn't passed away either. Personally, I don't get it. Here at Soaps.com, we get things wrong now and then. I've called Stefan Dimmer Stefan Cassadine by mistake and suggested pairing characters that I forgot were related. It happens, but none of us would ever just make up a story about a real person, much less one as vicious as these. What's the point of a fictitious article like that, anyway? Sure, Chapman's fans may click on it. I know my heart stopped for a second when I read that upsetting headline. But once we find out that it's a lie, none of us are ever going to trust that site again, or return to it. Particularly galling is the specificity of the story. It wasn't just an obit of a very much living legend, it was a detailed account of how she supposedly passed. It painted a picture that made a disturbing thought even more so. Translation: someone, and how twisted do you have to be, sat down at their computer and conjured up in their mind a whole tragic scenario with which to unsettle Chapman's fans. Is this a career for them? Some kind of sick hobby? Take a walk instead. Read a book. Come up with a storyline for Gloria instead. It breaks my heart to no end that Young and Restless uses the character, and her portrayer, the Bette Davis of daytime, so infrequently. What I wouldn't give to see her thrust into Victor's orbit, maybe as a henchwoman to do the dirtier work that son Michael would prefer not to. Being the quintessential hope. Of course, Victor only has eyes for Nikki, so Gloria could find herself drowning her sorrows at society, only for Nick to sidle up and ask why she looks so glum. My ship's done sailed, she says. I think I've had my last great love. Ah, you and me both, he sighs, ordering a beer. But you're young, vital, Gloria points out. You have your whole life ahead of you. I have significantly less life ahead of me than you, my dear. Depends on how you live it, Nick winks. And just like that, Gloria could find herself entangled in a May/December love affair that puts a new spring in both her step and her love-learned lovers. See, isn't that nicer than a detailed obit for someone who is alive and well? Nate isn't thrilled with Damien. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Wednesday, May 14, find both Victor and Phyllis coming up with plots to bring down Billy, which leads Billy is strutting about Genoa City, announcing how he will be building the best, most successful, most popular communication company the world has ever seen. Who needs New York, Los Angeles, or London? Obviously, the center of the media world is a medium-sized town in Wisconsin. Duh. Well, Victor and Phyllis will stop that. Victor's plan involves making Adam do something businesslike, but Phyllis has an even better idea. Phyllis first tried to convince Daniel to start a media company with her. He wisely told his mother no. She browbeat him down to a maybe. But since when has Phyllis ever taken no, or maybe, for an answer? With Victor pondering an alliance between the two of them, Phyllis goes to the next wealthy man on her list. That would be the mysterious Aristotle Dumas. Phyllis figures she has an advantage with him over Victor and Billy. She is a hot woman. No man can resist her. She will use her feminine wiles, and he'll be putty in her hands. And then Phyllis will have everything she ever wanted. And boy, won't Billy be sorry he paid more attention to Sally than to her. Nate helped Amy track down Damien as a favor, and he was open to getting to know his long-lost brother. But that doesn't mean he trusts him, and he certainly doesn't want Damien joining the family business. It has to do with her own past. On the May 13 episode of The Young and the Restless, Chelsea expressed her concern that Adam was being manipulated by Big Bad Victor to do big bad things. How can he? How can they? This is not the job Chelsea signed up to do. Here's why we don't believe her, and here's why we think she's fooling even herself. So, is Chelsea new here? Did she forget the part? You know how they say, behind every great fortune, there's a great crime. For Victor, that should be, behind every day of the week, there's a great Newman crime. What did Chelsea think would happen if she gave in to Adam's pleas to come work with him for his daddy? Did she think they'd only be feeding the homeless and finding homes for orphaned puppies? What did she think Newman Media did? Did she forget the part where Victor bought it specifically to mess with Billy? The only logical reason that we can see for Chelsea to be upset that Victor is manipulating Adam and ordering him to do bad things is that Chelsea wants to be the only person permitted to manipulate Adam and order him to do bad things. When he was away from Victor, he was completely under Chelsea's control. There is also the fact that Chelsea grew up a professional con artist. She lies and schemes with every breath. Most people usually fall for her act. Adam does. Eric Braeden was on the edge of his seat as he watched Justin Hartley in the Season 2 finale of Tracker. Eric Braeden shared some praise for his former on-screen son, Justin Hartley, on social media. The actor played Adam Newman on The Young and the Restless and currently stars on the hit primetime show, Tracker. Braeden usually has me&R fans wondering what his persona Victor is up to next. This time, it was Braeden who was on the edge of his seat. He watched Justin Hartley's performance on the Season 2 finale of Tracker, which aired on Sunday, May 11, on CBS. Braeden's mind was blown all throughout the episode. Not only did he praise Hartley, but he also praised the cast, crew, and production. I was blown away by the final show. Excellent script, direction, casting, camera work, locations, and Justin is one of those rare actors with absolute authenticity. One believes every move. Great show, brother, Braeden posted on Facebook. Fans took to the post to share their thoughts. Most of them shared the same sentiment about the Season 2 finale of Tracker. They agreed that Hartley's performance was phenomenal. Others offered praise for the soap alum. It's a wonderful show. I love it. I'm so happy for him. He has done good stuff since he left Y&R, one fan wrote. They also offered an interesting idea. Now he needs to put you in an episode or two. In the Season 2 finale of Tracker, Coulter returned to Echo Ridge to investigate the disappearance of Bill, a man who helped his sister with the diner she owned. In his travels, Coulter uncovered a surprising family secret and a decades-old kidnapping. This finale gave more questions than answers. Coulter also learned that his mother was responsible for his father's death. Wendy Crewson plays Hartley's mother on the show. She recently shared what it was like to play double duty on two of Primetime's biggest finals. Crewson also appeared on the Season 2 finale of When Hope Calls, which aired on Great American Family. The Y&R star gathered several of your favorite daytime actors for a great cause. On Thursday, May 29, 2025, stars from the world of daytime television will come together at the iconic Troubadour in West Hollywood for a powerful evening of music, connection, and giving back. Daytime at Night, a benefit for Street Jude, is set to be a one-of-a-kind concert experience featuring live performances by fan-favorite actors from The Young and the Restless, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, The Bold and the Beautiful, and Beyond the Gates. Y&R's Lily Brooks O'Brien organized the event. Doors open at 7:00 p.m., with the show starting promptly at 7:30 p.m. The event promises to bring the soap opera community and its passionate fans together in support of Street Jude Children's Research Hospital. Confirmed musical performers include Tabiana Ali, Bradford Anderson, Elia Cantu, Melissa Claire Egan, Carolyn Hennessy, Josh Kelly, Lauren Lott, Carla Mosley, Annika Noel, Lily Brooks O'Brien, Nathan Owens, and the Day Players. Carson Boatman, Wally Kurth, Brandon Barash, and Eric Martsolf. Additional performers to be announced. The evening will be hosted by a stellar lineup of MCs from across the daytime world. Bradford Anderson, Cherry Jimenez, Galen Jering, Mike Manning, and Lawrence St. Victor. Street Jude is at the forefront of pediatric research and treatment, ensuring that families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food. Events like Daytime at Night directly support the hospital's mission, finding cures, saving children, or this night is about coming together to give back, said O'Brien. As performers, we are honored to use our voices in a way that helps bring hope to children and families who need it most. It was a drama-filled day in Genoa City. The Young and the Restless recap for Tuesday, May 13 sees Phyllis in full scheming mode as Damien plays double agent, and Chelsea worries she just made a deal with the devil. After overhearing Billy tell Sally about his plot to use Dumas as a weapon against Victor, Phyllis couldn't help herself. She interrupted them at society, mocking them for being the duo who stole her job. When Sally and Billy stepped away for dessert, Phyllis slid Billy's phone under a napkin and later slipped it right into her purse. In the park, Phyllis hacked into the phone, scrolled through Billy's texts, and found something about Dumas that she quickly copied down. After wiping the phone for prints, she stealthily returned it to a table in society before Billy realized it was missing. Meanwhile, Sally and Billy discussed Victor's latest power plays. Billy revealed that Victor had offered to back off if he shared intel about Dumas. He wasn't ready to cave though. He wanted to pit Dumas and Victor against each other, even if it was risky. Sally made him promise to let go of Chancellor and focus on Abbott communications. Billy agreed, just as Phyllis slipped out, mission accomplished. Elsewhere, Chelsea met Adam in his office, still grappling with whether she made the right move taking a job at Newman Media. She wanted to make an impact, not just be another cog in the Newman machine. Adam assured her they'd build something meaningful, but Chelsea wasn't convinced he was free of Victor's grip. Adam denied it. If he reverted to old habits, Chelsea warned, she'd walk. Adam promised not to let her down. Later, at the GCAC, they broke the news to Victor that Chelsea had officially joined the team. Victor pulled Adam aside, pushing him to move ahead with the plan to destroy Billy using a hit piece. Adam tried to stall. His father wouldn't have it. Adam eventually returned to Chelsea, dodged her questions about the conversation, and promised he could handle it. Still, Chelsea warned, "Tell me I didn't just make a deal with the devil." Could Victor and Phyllis's alliance turn steamy? In a twist that has fans buzzing, the great Victor Newman and Phyllis have joined forces on Young and the Restless. Their mission? To take down Billy Abbott. It's a shocking turn of events, considering the decades of animosity between them. Phyllis has despised Victor for years, with a hatred that dates back to the scandalous Marco debacle, where Victor replaced Jack with a dangerous imposter. Yet, here they are, scheming together, sharing secrets and whispering in the shadows. But could this unlikely partnership lead to something far more scandalous? Victor and Phyllis are two powerhouses who have always thrived on playing with fire. With their shared thirst for victory and their undeniable charisma, it's hard not to wonder if this alliance could spark a surprising romance. Victor and Phyllis have always been like oil and water, clashing at every turn. But sometimes, opposites attract. Imagine the explosive chemistry between two fierce personalities who know exactly how to push each other's buttons. Phyllis, with her thirst for danger and cunning mind, and Victor, with his commanding presence and ruthless tactics, make an electric combination. Could their shared mission against Billy lead to a moment of passion? A stolen kiss in the heat of scheming? Or perhaps something even more? After all, they say there's a thin line between love and hate. If Victor and Phyllis do cross that line, it would be a shockwave moment for Genoa City. Imagine the chaos that would follow when this scandalous twist comes to light. From Nikki's inevitable heartbreak to Nick's furious disbelief, the fallout would be just as wild as the affair itself. This wouldn't be the first time Victor has betrayed his family by betting one of his son's ex-wives. So this may very well be the end of the line for the Newmans turning a blind eye to Victor's antics. And as for Phyllis, she has very few friends left in town, and sleeping with Victor will most certainly turn her into public enemy number one. Lyndon Ashby showed off his singing talent to his adorable granddaughter. Lyndon Ashby plays the villainous Cameron on The Young and the Restless, but in real life, the actor is a nice guy who has special girl wrapped around his finger. Ashby is great at playing bad guys, but his greatest role is family man. The actor and his wife, Y&R co-star Susan Walters, are the proud parents of two daughters, and the couple are also grandparents to granddaughter Nora, who was born in 2022. Ashby and Walters are always posting photos of little Nora, who calls her granddad Peepaw. Nora and Peepaw are often seen enjoying a day of riding bikes or visiting the beach. Recently, Ashby entertained his granddaughter with a music session. On Instagram, he posted a photo of him playing a guitar for an excited Nora, singing and strumming to the sweetest girl in the world. "My heart is stolen, given, whatever. She's got it and I'll never get it back. And I never want it back. I'm 100% wrapped around her finger, and that's 100% Aquami." Ashby captioned the picture. Grandpa and granddaughter's sweet moment tugged at the heartstrings of fans. This is so beautiful," wrote one commenter. "Chelsea and Adam are living the dream, or are they?" Chelsea and Adam are in love on Young and the Restless, there's no doubt about that. But they've taken "together forever" a bit too literally. These two are living together, working together, and practically breathing the same air 24/7. It sounds like a fairy tale until you remember even the best desserts are better in moderation. Sure, a little passion is great, but when your personal and professional lives are a single tangled mess, things can go south fast. Their every glance at each other screams love, or maybe just frustration. Was it really a good idea to combine romance with a job? Who thought that was a solid plan? Chelsea and Adam are glued together tighter than a bad haircut in a rainstorm. But how much together time is too much? Living and working side by side sounds like a dream until someone forgets to replace the coffee, or worse, uses the last of the toothpaste without restocking. Their whirlwind romance is starting to look like a tornado, and it's anyone's guess who will be the first to crack. Right now, their sweet moments are slowly turning sour, and the Dream Team vibe is feeling like a never-ending game of who's annoyed first.